season 2 is skippable in my opinion. The season 3 is like this big thing. It's almost like they're planning it for like expansion, and so that's why they call this, instead of season 3, they called it season 2 too. And the big thing is like what's called a sigma sector, was like you can go through, and it's like a giant, more open up areas. There's only like two of them. One of them looks kind of like Mars, the other one kind of like Venus. And then you just kill waves and waves of hordes. They slightly varied up a little bit, but it's still basically just murder a lot as fast as you can over a large distance of or area. And as you when you do it, you go and you beat it. There's a new character, which I'll talk about in a second, and there's like 4 new guns. 3 of them are in this area, and then it's pretty basic. It's what it's designed to be is basically a new grinding spot, because as you go through and beat it, you'll get these Arcane tune-in points, which essentially is for a paragon board from Diablo 4, very similar to that. It's just starting. You look like there's going to be eventually more pieces to it. It adds a little bit more customization and flavor to your character. The big problem that with this is that it's each board is per character. I'm hearing people saying that you could do it within 10 hours, leveled up to level 40. I have not done that yet. 30 is about as high as I've gotten. It's like maybe if you really sit in and grind and use the little special enhanced tuning little things that come along with as you beating this level, maybe you can get there. But if you've got a whole lot of Descendants, there's a lot to gain here. I really didn't bother with it too much. There is some good stuff, and so for like Serena, the new character, I went through and I'm like, well, let me get a whole bunch of stuff for her because a lot of it increased her damage. But you can get more hit points, run speed, things like that, and a little bit of cooldown. But with it being per character, it's like a giant side grind. At the start of the season, you could only really get decent XP there, and for the arcade tuning, it was terrible for actually leveling up. They just recently patched it in, some quality of life stuff, and honestly, that's what I think most of this season has been, quality of life, because this Sigma sector is not too special in its own. It's just a more way to kill hundreds of guys per second, honestly. And then, but that's where this game is, I think, doing best at. There's been a big nerf to Innis, and so a lot of people have rage quit because they presumed that she was too strong. I mean, she is too strong. The problem I have with it is that it's not even really Innis. Is that as you level up and you're re-leveling the characters, getting your modules up and stuff like that. It goes. Your character's kind of basic at first, but he's very, very strong at the end. And so, but it's it's the actual process itself of going through and leveling these characters up and over again. That it's difficult because this takes a decent amount of time, and you actually just do it by doing the the special defense missions is the best way to do it. And but you'll go from a character that is pretty weak to a character that's like ridiculously strong. And you're just re-leveling over and over again, and so there's not the progression because of how you're doing it. But you're really starting your character over and over again, and then some of them kick in. Once you get the right cooldowns and stuff, that really kicks in, and so it's difficult to making it progressively harder. It's difficult to do. As far as Serena is concerned, she is completely busted, and so while they nerfed Innis, Serena released completely busted, and they refused to do anything with her yet. But they said they are going to nerf her. But right now, she's got some of the best run speed. She can fly. She can fly in the air as fast as Bunny can run on the ground. She can. She gets freaking like auto reloads by dashing in the air. She can down buff her other players by running. She freaking has a buff that they'll like get life regen. Her key to power, how she gets strong, is not based off of skill power. It's based on for max life, and so it's like stack life, and so it's like, okay, you're running your skill character. Like we're saying is, she probably has Slayer set. These days they might vary it up a little bit more, but you're running like Slayer set, or at least that's what you used to do, and then you got like maybe 12,000 or 8,000 hit points or something like that. And Serena has 40,000 hit points, and she's like a massive tank, and she's really good with guns too, and so. And a lot of those skill characters are just, you're either using that skill or you're using the gun. They don't really work together at the same time, or you not be able to really maximize the cores and stuff you've been picking up by your weapon cord guns and things. So you got some balance problems that they're going to try to address next season. I'm assuming there's no way to balance this game. It's really about blasting lots of people. Everybody needs to be able to blast a lot of people at once. And so hopefully they go down and look at it more. I would say it's more akin to Dynasty Warriors at this point. It's definitely not no tactical shooting of any sort. It's just blow up thousands of things on the screen. And that's when it's funnest. But the Serena is a great character. They're going to nerf her ass down. If you got to get in there and be broken OP, then right now's the time to play. Otherwise, just wait till next season. I just got Ultimate Blair. I've not even got him to play with him, but I looked at him and he says, well, it's just another mobbing one. He just runs. It looks like Valby, except it catches on fire. But we need more things to unlock, honestly, because I think me and Eddie got Ultimate Blair cooking within about, I think I timed it. It was like 2.5 hours. We had all the pieces. And it's one of those things that if you're a rich character who's been playing a long time and you have like lots of stabilizers and you have like the access to stuff, you can easily go through and just blast harder content or just grind out, because this is really about collecting. It's not so much about destroying difficult enemies, it's about collecting things. And then so the poor character who doesn't have all the modules yet, who might not have a fully catalyzed, and maybe they're trying to give them ultimate bunny, but the poor character has to work and struggle. And what happens is you end up just walking around and following the OP characters who do all of the work, and then they just walk around and collect gear. And so that's some problems with balance there. But we can't recommend this season overall. I think, to me, the early part of season 2 with the Void Vessel is still my favorite part. But we'll see. And if season 3 doesn't impress, then we'll probably have to sit there and give this game a couple years of break. But we put about 80 hours in it this season, and I didn't spend anything besides the season pass. Oh, one more thing about that season pass: the Malevolent gun, Malevolent? Who the hell covers what name it is? It's broken as shit, and that's what I think. That's what I got right here, and it's broken with Serena. And when you use the inversion, there's an inversion thing you need in there, which is redone every season. So I know when they go to season 3, they're going to nerf the Malevolent gun, because if you nerf Serena, and if you take that inversion thing off, it's going to be auto nerfed. But right now it is freaking a destroyer, amazing. It is super good. And since it's into the season pass part, the way they've got it set up, you will not be able to max your gun out if you don't buy the season pass. So we got some serious pay to win going right now, Kitty. Beyond just paying early unlocks or just buying the characters straight out. You almost, if you're going to play this season, you pretty much need to buy the season pass. But that's all right. That's what we got right now. The music was freaking great. I didn't get it for it, so I don't have any music here. But I loved her music. It was like over the top stupid. But that's what we got going on. Let's move on to the next one, Kitty, okay?